Right, okay then guys, so here it is, the start of the online thing, whatever you want to call it, our little journey into self-isolation sometimes, I guess. It's one of the things we're looking to do in yoga. We're trying to step away from all of the external and try to find happiness within. So now we're going to try and find happiness within our houses. Scary thought. So this is going to be the first video. This is a little bonus one for everyone. Expect some more videos today, Monday, and then coming throughout this week we shall see how energetic and see how sort of forthcoming I am with more videos, but who knows. There's going to be some live videos this week for everyone to join in on as well, so keep an eye out for those. But here it is, the start of our little library, I hope, that we can build. So you've all got something that you can constantly come back to and just practice even if there isn't a new video on that day. So let's start ourselves sitting as we always do. Find a nice comfortable place for you. Virasana, if this works, Vidrasana, or Virasana, Vidrasana, whichever way around there, you can sit between your feet or not, you can sit cross-legged. Sit with one leg bent up, one leg crossed. You can break that a little bit. Find a comfortable place for you. This monster is probably going to be going in and out, I would assume, if the back door's open. So just find yourself sitting down. Sit down, mate. Sit. Okay. So just find yourself sitting comfortably. Try to ignore the child or the Great Dane attacking you, and we'll just sit tall through the spine, let the crown lift high, and just feel our bums resting in the floor. Begin to move your focus and attention into the back of the nostrils. Begin to feel the breath, and just begin to slow everything down. All the classes will start with these first few minutes, sometimes more, of just seated, breathing, moving away from your day and into this moment. As I say, some of these videos will be shorter, some will be longer. Some you can do maybe with your kids and dogs around. Maybe there'll be some which will be easier if you find 5 minutes. But just let that breath begin to slow. All of the time we're breathing through our nostrils, we're allowing the rib cage to expand and contract. We're allowing that breath to be warmed, to be filtered, to be cleaned, to be humidified. We're allowing our focus and attention just to come into that breath, breathing in for somewhere between 4 and 6 seconds, breathing out between kind of 6 and 8 seconds. If that feels too much of a panic, then drop it to 3 and 5. Begin to feel as if the back of your neck chaps your Adam's apple. Ladies, imagine you had an Adam's apple. Just try to push that part of your throat backwards towards the wall. Try to imagine the back of your neck is growing longer. Feel it push your chest up to the sky. As you exhale, just relax back to the position that you were in a moment ago. You can do that 5 times. Inhale, feel the throat go backwards. Not trying to push the head back, it's the throat goes backwards. Exhale again, relax it back towards center. And each time you're inhaling, pushing that throat back, feel the chest rise. Hopefully. Each exhale, the throat comes back forward, we relax and you feel the rib cage drop. Final time then. Just beginning to articulate. Try to imagine the back of the ears is lifting up, the back of the skull is lifting up. You feel the length through the back of the neck. And then exhale, relax. Draw the arms up over the head. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center in prayer. Or just open the practice with one little round of Om. Feel free to join in or just sit there comfortably with your breath. Inhale, draw the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your left hand down to the floor, right hand reaches over your head, and reach the arm up, and now begin to side bend over. Inhale, come up. Right hand down, left hand up, reach it towards the sky. Try to feel as if it's this part, so from the underarm of the armpit down to the bottom of the ribs. That's the part which is feeling the pull, not down into your side waist. And then come back up one more time each direction. Left hand down, right hand up. Can we push that chin backwards and lengthen through the back of the neck? Come back up, down in the other direction, reaching across. And then slowly come back up. Hands come behind the back, interlink the hands, just try to pull the chest tall. And then wrap the arms. Imagine that you're kind of, well, you're interlinking fingers, little fingers is on the bottom. You're going to wrap the right hands around, I'll show you better, around, so the right hand comes onto the left hip, and then we're going to drop left ear to the left shoulder. Just begin to explore through there, moving the neck around. Still breathing through the nose, release those hands, bring those hands around towards the other side, and then drop your right ear to right shoulder again. Just move that chin, that neck around. When you do it, not only just move your head, move your jaw. So explore the movements of the jaw and how that affects your neck tension. Not many people really tend to move their jaw. We're going to do things like this, so you just feel different sensations. Come back to the midline, draw the arms up. Exhale, bring them down beside you. Turn both thumbs to face backwards, so the palms face up. Keep spinning them that little bit more. Keep spinning them that little bit more. Begin to push your fingers, or the tips of your fingers down towards the floor, letting them curl up. Roll the thumbs back a bit more, and then bring the hands into prayer at heart center, round your chest. You push the hands into the chest. Push the palms away from you, rounding your spine. Inhale, sit tall, draw the arms up towards the sky as you can. Exhale, come back down, rounding spine. Try not to roll, to lean back and to keep your collarbones facing forward, pushing forward, but tuck your tailbone under you. Feel yourself move onto the bum cheeks. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, pull those hands down through cactus arms and down towards the floor. Fingertips are going to face out towards the side. Spin your feet out in front of you. So however you are sitting, find yourself into this place. Push your hips tall. Again, if this is uncomfortable, stay lower, but just move and roll through the shoulders as we lift up. Exhale, begin to sink the bum towards your feet and lift tall through the chest. Inhale, next breath, sit tall. And then sweep the bum down between your hands. See if you can not let your bum touch the floor. Come back up. If you need to put your bum down, just put your bum down, pull the toes back towards your nose, and this would be your option. If you can't keep your bum off the floor, we just sit down and pull those toes back in towards our nose, feeling that length. Again, we'll push back tall, lifting hips up. And then final time, bum towards the heels. Lifting tall. This time we're all going to slide bum down between our hands. Bend your knees up. You're going to push down into your heels. Pull back with your heels. Fold forward over your legs. Inhale, sit tall as you straighten those legs. Pull the toes back. Exhale, push your heels down. Pull back, fold over your legs. One more time, inhale, pull the toes back, sit tall. Exhale, soften the ribs, push down with the feet, fold forward over your legs. As you sit tall this time, hands come behind the back once more, slide those feet in, push yourself up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Breathe, 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 breathe. Inhale, exhale through the nose, bum down to the floor. Soles of feet together, hands out in front, begin to bounce your knees out a little bit. You can sway them around, you can bounce one at a time, you can bounce them both together. See what works for you. And then inhale, sitting nice and tall. Slide the feet in however you want to get over onto hands and knees. Find your way there now. So we're just going to take it nice and easy to begin with, warming our hands and our wrists up. I'm going to spin sideways. You don't need to do that, just so you can see me. You can begin to roll your spine around, roll your shoulders around. Just explore each and every part of your shoulders. Can you maybe just quieten the body down and look at your wrist and just try to turn the wrist, the forearm on that wrist, and let it turn the whole of that arm, including that shoulder. I struggle with that right arm, that's for sure. And then we'll come back to center. We're going to tuck the left toes under, lift the right foot off the floor. We're going to pull the right knee in towards our nose as we breathe in. Round the spine, pull the toes up towards the knee, and then take that foot back behind you. Lift the foot towards the sky. We're going to keep bringing that foot through, seeing if we can get it that little bit closer. Try to close the gap between your belly and your thighs. You round your spine. Again, we'll take that foot back. Don't worry how far through your arms you get that foot. Just over time, over these coming months, you might get a little bit further. Pull that foot forward, step it through between the hands. Just lift up towards the sky. Look towards your thumbs, then exhale, fold back down. Push into the floor, pick the right foot up, take it back towards the sky. Lengthen right foot, touch it toes to the floor, spin left foot to face towards, be to the left side. Lift the right hand off, keep trying to push through this left arm. Can you roll the head, the top of your arm, in towards your back body, feeling as if it lifts through the chest. Draw the right hand up towards the sky. Maybe just let it hang and dangle over your head. Try to then push down to the outside edge of that right foot. And then right hand comes down to the floor. Spin that left knee back. Bring yourself in. I should say, if any of this feels difficult on your knees, by all means grab a cushion, a pillow, anything that you've got in the house just to pad your knee out. Onto the other side, and just a second before we do, hands turn to the side, and we just sway ourselves left and right. Hands turn back to face towards us. If you don't have that range of motion, you can only get them to here, just try having one hand facing forward. See if you can turn the other hand back without any weight in it, and over time, just explore it, and you can switch and explore that. Perfect. In the end, you'll be able to do your push-ups with your hands like this. One day. So we'll spin those hands back, doing those bird dog things. I think that's what they call it. So you're going to tuck the right toes, lift the left knee up towards the sky. Again, at this point, pull toes down towards your knee. Tuck your tailbone, draw that left knee through, and then take it back. Just keep that compression back, closing your belly to thighs as much as you can. Again, closing, engaging, rolling through, and then take it back. Lovely. This time, as it comes through, then tuck your tailbone, round your upper spine, place the foot down. Inhale, lifting tall, arms over the head, look towards your thumbs, you reach up. Then exhale, bring those hands down to the floor. Push down, round your spine. Can you just pick that left foot up? Remember, if at any point you couldn't really get it that far between your hands, you just use your hand to pull it forward. Bring that foot back up towards the sky. Straighten the leg out, toes to the floor at the back of the mat. Turn it to the side, spin your right foot so it now faces out towards the right. I'm going to be facing away from you now. Just roll onto the outside blade of that left foot. Pull the right shoulder blade in towards your back body. Left hand towards the sky. Then drop that arm to flop over your head. Squeeze glutes on a little bit. Extend through the hips. Left hand down to the floor. Spin that foot towards the back. Bring your left knee in. Keep at this point your hips on top of your knees. Just walk your hands forward out in front. Relax your forehead to the floor. Now, quite often in this Anahatasana pose, this melting heart pose, we're told, or we say as yoga teachers, try and get maybe your forehead, your chin, or maybe even your chest down to the floor. And maybe if it's really, really easy to get your chest to the floor, then you could go for it. But if you can, in these practices, try to maybe just get the head to the floor, and rather than just collapsing through your low back, see if you can move some more parts of your spine. So just maybe just not only use the one part. Let the forehead rest. Massage your forehead left and right. Let some of the tension that you hold there disappear. Tuck your toes under. We're going to start coming to downward facing dog. Lift the hips up. Perfect opportunity just to pedal yourself around. Just explore your spine, your shoulders, your hips, your ankles. We're going to look at the front of the mat. We're just going to walk our way there, however is easiest for you. And we're going to find our way to the front. Rolling ourselves up to stand. Give your shoulders a little roll and a shake out. Give your neck and everything just a moment. Close the eyes and just pay full attention to your feet. Ground down through the insides, the outsides, through the heel, and just try to notice which parts of your feet are on the floor. If it feels really obvious that your right foot, I'm not just talking about myself here, but it could be you too, is really flat and you're really on the inside, what would happen if you tried to keep the big toe grounded, but move some weight back to a different part of your foot? Does the centre, does the body above your whole base move? Taking 2 more breaths, slowly breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, in for 4 and out for 6. We'll start with a few variations of sun salutations, so these warm up, inverted commas, movements. So we'll draw the arms up over the head. Exhale, fold your way down over your legs, down towards the floor. Hands come up onto your shins, your knees, your thighs, and we begin to look forward to a flat back. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. We step ourselves back towards a plank. Please feel free to drop to knees if you need to, or stay high. We're going to come down through a push-up. Now, unlike some yoga classes, we do a full chaturanga push-up. So just shift some weight forward over your wrists a little bit, come down, and then push back up. Now, in fact, I'll go through it next time. Just come down onto the knees, roll down to child's pose. Look forward between the hands and roll yourself forward into knees, chest and chin. This one confuses and struggles with everyone. And then we're going to let the pelvis drop down to the floor. Hands come forward out in front of the shoulders. Push yourself up a little bit. We're not going super high, but elbows stay close to the floor. Push your hands in, pull back on your hands. Squeeze your bum cheeks on a little bit. Allow your abdominals to lengthen. Exhale, fold down. Hands come under shoulders. Tuck your toes. We're going to try to push up to down dog. So you can either go through your push-up or back to child's pose and down dog. Find your way up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal yourself around, shake your hips and your bum. And then again, we're going to walk those feet forward. So find your easiest way to walk forward. Just find a nice practice that works for you today. Rise to your flat back again. Can you try to lift through the chest, but don't look forward. Look down at your feet and push through the back of the neck. Exhale, fold down to the floor. Inhale, roll yourself up to stand, drawing the arms up. Exhale, folding down. We're going to move slightly quicker this time through, just a little bit. Inhale, rise to flat back. Remember, if you are worried about not touching your toes, just bend your knees, hands come to the floor, step back to plank. Knees or no knees. I said I was going to go through it this time, so I will. I said it in the class the other day on Facebook. But if you struggle with doing a push-up, you're only going to bend your arms maybe this much. Do that. Don't worry about collapsing to the floor and then roll it up, which is what you always normally do in class. Just do a little one. Stay on your knees, bend your arms this much. They're shaking, but you can still push up. Do that. If you can, though, you can come all the way down, all the way back up. Drop to the knees, child's pose. Inhale, pull yourself forward, knees, chest and chin. Touch. So you've got this like slightly arched back, bum in the sky, hand on the shoulders, relax the pelvis down. Creep the hands forward, low cobra, pull on the hands, bum cheek squeezes. Exhale, folding down, hands on the shoulders, tuck the toes. Push up, child's pose or chaturanga. You can chuck in that extra one if you want. Downward facing dog. We're going to walk those feet forward again, maybe just little hoppy steppy things. And then we're going to rise to flat back again. Think chest lifting, chin dropping, exhale, fold into your forward fold. Bend your knees here if you need to. Inhale, draw the arms up over your head. Exhale, folding down. Final time through this before we get a little bit more movement. Rise to a flat back and look forward, chin pushing, remember, exhale, coming down. Step back in towards your plank. Use your knees or don't come down to your level. Push back up. Drop to your knees, child's pose. Drag yourself forward into knees, chest and chin. And then relaxing yourself down. Hands creep forward. Pull on hands and on the hands or on the floor. Squeeze bum cheek. Feel the abdominals lengthen. Coming back down. Hands under shoulders. Roll shoulder blades back, child's pose or chaturanga a couple of times. Sweep back, downward facing dog. This time slightly different. Inhale, reach the right leg up towards the sky. Bend your left leg. That's the one attached to the floor still. Pull the right knee through into a tiny little ball and try to touch somewhere along your right arm. Take that right leg back up. Imagine you're a boy dog peeing on a fence. Open that hip, peel that hip open. And then pull that right foot through up to the outside of your right hand. Left hand underneath your shoulders. Lift the right hand up. When you do this, rather than just flapping the right arm back, can you think about it's your chest which is moving? So even put your hand on your chest and just try to turn this bit rather than just flapping the arm open, and then the arm can come to the sky. Exhale, right hand down to the floor. Drop your left knee down and lift yourselves up. Arms coming up towards the sky. So we've still got this slightly wider right leg. For now, just left hand comes outside it. Push your right knee into your left hand towards your hip and twist yourself open. From here, just walk your right foot in about 2 steps. I'm just going to spin around, make it hopefully a little bit easier for you to see. So again, we're back here. At this point, we're going to twist back to center. Turn your left foot so it just comes about 45 degrees across your mat. At this point, we're still going to be looking forward. I'm going to face you here. And at this point, can we bring our bum under us? Can we relax our rib cage and just rock weight forward towards the front of the mat? Hopefully this part of our hip gets a bit of a pull. Come back out of that. Again, try to find this hip. We might even begin to get the inside of the groin. So again, let the ribs drop. So slouch a little bit through the rib cage. Let your head come forward. Draw the pelvis forward. Feel that adductor. Making it slightly stronger, we're going to place hands on ribs. Turn the chest to the right. That should make it a bigger sensation. The pelvis goes left. The rib cage goes right. We still try to keep the head forward. Come back out. Turn that foot back to the center. Walk that right foot to the midline. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Draw the arms up. Exhale, hands down to the floor, pyramid pose. Begin to just straighten and bend that front knee 3 or 4 times. Just move in and out of it. Final time. Lovely, and then coming back out. Push your hands into the floor. Lift that right foot up. 3-legged dog. Again, we're going to pull the right knee in towards our nose, in towards our knee. Point your toes up towards the sky. Roll yourself forward. Tap your right elbow. Take that leg back. Pull that right knee in. Tap the right wrist. Take it back. Pull the right knee in. Tap the left wrist. Take it back. You can skip this and come to down dog at any point. Pull that right knee and tap your left elbow. Take it back, 3-legged dog. Place that right foot down. Left foot lifts towards the sky. Bend your right foot, that's the one which is attached to the floor. I'm going to be here. So bend that right knee, pull that left knee in as close towards your tummy as you can. Roll through and tap somewhere along that left arm where you can reach. Take the left foot back, open the hip up, crack yourself open like that boy dog peeing on a fence. Step the left foot outside your left hand. Drop your right knee. Right hand comes in under your chest, and then we're going to turn our chest open. So again, can we come to face you rather than just open the arm up here? We place the hand onto our chest and then just try to roll the chest open instead. Get to this point here now. Lift the left hand up. Exhale. Begin to bring that hand down. Step that left foot inside just a little bit. Draw yourself up. As you do, we're going to lift the right foot, turn it to 45 degrees. It's not a huge lunge, quite a short lunge in fact. Pretty much 90-90. From here, with that leg back there, just almost put your hand on your bum and slide your pelvis forward. Feel as if you're tucking tailbone, dropping ribs, shifting forward. This should all feel long and like it's getting a good pull. Come back out. Try to keep your chest facing forward for these first couple. Coming in. Again, at this point now, can we prepare ourselves for the next time to turn the chest towards our left leg? So as we come forward, this leg being turned out here pulls this pelvis around. Now can we turn the chest left, keeping the head forward? Much harder than you think, as most of my regulars will tell you. So twisting through there, feeling the opposition of pelvis and ribs. Come back to center. Turn that right foot back in. Left foot towards the midline. Use your hands on the floor or push and lift yourself tall. Exhale, fold down over the front leg, and again we get to straighten and bend to your degree and your accessibility. It might be that this is as much as you can bend it. You might need to bring this foot in. You might even need to just come upright and just practice doing this. And over time, the forward fold comes. But again, it doesn't have to be today. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. It doesn't have to be next week. It doesn't have to be ever. Just explore your ranges and what your life has let your body do. And as you come back out this time, place the hands into the floor, push and lift that left foot up towards the sky. Here's that silly little bit of core arm work. Just take down dog or pull that left knee in. Tap your left elbow back up towards the sky. Pull that left knee in, tap the left wrist. Come back up towards the sky. Pull that left knee in, tap the left wrist. Right wrist, sorry. Come back towards the sky. Pull that left knee in, tap the left right elbow. Come back towards the sky. Place that foot down. From here, we're going to walk our hand back towards our feet. We're going to find Padahastasana. Padas are our feet, hastas are our hands. They sound kind of similar. So just bend your knees a little bit and you're going to try to slide your hands under your feet. You're going to try to maybe get your toes into your wrist creases. I think sometimes this is called like gorilla pose or something, which I guess you can see why. But just relax here, just begin to put some weight gently through the wrists. Don't have to do a lot. Begin to straighten and bend the knees. Maybe push your elbows to the side, pull yourself down. Releasing those hands out, walk yourself back to downward facing dog. We're going to do a full one of those vinyasa sun salutation things again. So use your knees or don't. Come down and push back up. Drop to your knees, child's pose. Slightly different this time. Same time for this. We pull ourselves through, maybe on our elbows, maybe not. We just come to rest our knees, chest, and our chin down on the floor. Here's the fun bit. Can we pull elbows in by our sides and push our way backwards? Makes the triceps really have to work. We find our way back towards our child's pose. Lift our way up, downward facing dog. Pedal ourselves out again. Crouching yourself down in towards a little kind of low down dog, as if you were going to put your knees on the floor and then lift the hips up, tuck your tailbone under, roll yourself, sorry, I'm eating my t-shirt, into a high plank. Begin to come down through that chaturanga again. Push back up. I know the arms will work. And as you do, step that right foot outside the right hand. At this point, we're just going to drop the knee, drop that pelvis down. Keep the left knee off the floor. We're going to step the left foot through to the outside of the left hand. And maybe for now, this is your kind of deep active squat. Maybe we can begin to sink those hips a bit lower. Maybe we could even begin to lift the hands off the knees for 3, for 2, and 1. Hands down to the floor. Push those hips towards the sky. Walk your feet in towards the center. Hands rise up onto the shins. Look forward. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, sweep yourself back up towards the sky. I hope I can cut my head off here. I did not check that. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, rise to a flat back. And then exhale, step back in towards your plank, dropping to your knees. Come back on towards your toes. So we're going to come back to this place. And then just take a moment to sit on your toes. If this is really uncomfortable, try to come up and then down and up. Obviously, if knees are a bit dodgy, then don't even do that. Just maybe stay here and just pedal yourself left to right. We're going to come up to do a little standing balance. So either roll back towards the toes, lift the knees, and just stand, or use your hands to get up. Draw yourself. We're going to take Vrikshasana, our tree pose. So just pick your right knee up, grab hold of it to begin with, like an Utthita Hasta Parivrishtasana. And then we're going to place this foot somewhere on the inside of our leg. So toe on the floor is the easiest. That's our kickstand. Maybe over time we begin to pick it up. Balance, place it down when we get wobbly. Maybe bring the foot to the inside of your calf. Maybe we bring it up the leg, up the leg, up the leg, up the leg. And by the way, I'm going to put it out there in video number 1. If you're resting your foot on your knee, it's fine. Your knee is almost certainly not going to buckle and give up, especially as you're going to have to put a fair amount of pressure into it. And putting the pressure here or putting the pressure here really shouldn't make any difference. But find the place which works for you, and we're just going to breathe for a moment. Find your breath on the back of the nose. Relax the shoulders. Again, this leg can be lower at any point. From here, we're just going to release that leg, take it out in front. This is going to be the fun / difficult bit. We're just going to pulse it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Don't put it on the floor. And from here, can you just try to lift this hip up? Then drop, but don't put the foot down. Lift up, drop, lift up, drop. Take the leg out to the side, and then just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down. Wowzers, that warms the leg up. So again, we're going to ground down through that other leg, lift the knee, take hold of that there. Take a moment in Utthita Hasana, Parameshtasana variation. And now we'll bring this foot, so again, little kickstand inside of the thigh, whatever works for you. Now, hands at the prayer and heart center, it just is quite a kind of centering place. It just seems to bring us over that one foot. Sometimes people flap around and actually it kind of makes things worse. Find the breath, find to begin with a fixed point to look at, and just try to relax. At any point you just lower that leg and you just place it a bit further down, so the center of mass, center of gravity goes a bit lower. At this point we take that leg off, take the left leg out in front, pulsing here just for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Hike your left hip up and drop, but don't put it on the floor. Hike your left hip up and drop, don't put it on the floor. One more time, hiking up. Now take that leg out to the side. This is the killer. 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Still breathing through the nose. 2 and 1. Release. Come up onto the balls of the feet. We're just coming in to finish our practice now. We'll roll down, bum towards the heels, sway ourselves around. So again, if you can take a deep squat now, full Hindi squat, hang out here for the next 5 breaths. If not, stay on the balls of your feet. And as you finish those breaths, whenever you're ready, we're all going to be breathing slightly differently. Allow the knees to drop, and you're going to roll down on towards your back. So once we're on our back, we're going to grab our big toes with peace fingers, middle finger and index finger. We're going to roll down for a happy baby. And this is a great one. I'll do a little video of this, in fact, and kind of talk you through. Your kids could already do this. If you've got kids at home, this is a great one to play with and do it another day. But just roll around. Maybe drop onto one side, you might get stuck, but then get the kids to give you a kick and roll over. Just explore your spine, try not to crunch into your neck, try to stay on your back and shoulders so your head's all free, no pain, discomfort in our necks, and just roll around. And then whenever you're ready, just allow yourself to relax down towards the floor. If you've shuffled off your mats, bring those legs out in front, give them a little shake, palms facing up, shoulders relaxing, breathing into the back of the nose. And depending if you've got a child or a dog, manhandling you, dog handling you, whatever you want to call it, then we'll just try and take at least 5 breaths here to relax. Throughout this practice, throughout these coming days and weeks, there's going to be a lot of kind of relaxation videos as well. I'll give you some meditation, some simple breath work, some more complicated breath work. All aimed at helping you find little tools to stay present and stay focused. Just find a little breath. And then if you've got time, I implore you to stay here a bit longer and relax. If not, give those knees a little hug. Roll yourself up to a nice comfortable position. Keep your eyes closed just for a moment. And then just fold forward over your crossed legs, your straight legs, your bent up legs, whatever legs you've got. Just fold forward. Lakas samasta sukha bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. Thank you all very much for joining me, and hopefully this will be the start of a wonderful online relationship. Look out for questions and answers time, so you can hit me up with any of your questions, whether it be yoga, movement, breath, Don't ask me about cooking because I am terrible, but if you've got any quick questions about cooking, hit us up because the wife, I'll drag her in, she can get involved, she'll love it. And yeah, just look after yourself, stay safe, stay inside, and yeah, see you all on the flip side.